Hey guys, good morning. We're gonna do something fun today for the weekend. I just received this in the mail and we're gonna do an unboxing and a review of this today. And you're probably wondering, what the heck is that? Well, I'll tell you. If you're a subscriber to my channel, you saw I did some vibe drum videos. That's a steel tongue drum. By the way, Ellie is really excited to help me here today. She's getting right into the video. But so I did some videos with steel tongue drum. Well, Aklot, who's a company that makes a lot of ukuleles and string instruments, they noticed and they got a hold of me and they asked if I would be willing to review one of their steel tongue drums. And the way they actually approached it is they said it's similar to a vibe drum, but it's more budget minded, but we think you'd like it. And so I was like, sure. And I didn't know, they asked for my shipping address and I didn't know what was going to happen there. And then 2 days later, this shows up on my front porch. Now I had another box around it that I took off because I wasn't sure what it was, but this is definitely the drum because it's got a little tag here. But anyway, just looking at the box, it looks like this is a factory box. It does not appear to have been opened. So I'm assuming they just took one straight out of the warehouse and sent it to me, which is cool. And so let's open this thing and see what is inside. Okay, got her open and I see a case. So, strap, I guess it's a shoulder strap. We got like a little gig bag here. And there's a book in here, Steel Tongue Drum Music Book. I'll take a look at that in a second. And here's the zipper, there it is. So this gig bag feels like canvas. It doesn't feel like it has a whole lot of padding. It feels like it's got a little bit of padding, but it's like a canvas. And it's got a zipper here. The zipper looks like it has pretty heavy teeth, but the pull itself is not super heavy. So, I mean, it seems to work fine, but just something to keep in mind if you're, if that's a big deal to you. All right, there's the drum inside. It looks like we've got some mallets. I'll open those in a minute. A couple little accessories there. And we have the drum. So you can see it has the Aklot logo on there and some notes, and it looks like, are those part of the, I don't know. It looks like there's like a little piece of tape almost on top of each. That one's coming off, let's see. That might just be there to protect the sticker. Nope, that looks like that's actually holding the sticker on. So don't take those off unless you want to lose the stickers. I'm going to leave that on for now. But here's the drum. Now, I read their literature on this. They sell these on Amazon, and these are about, at the time of this review, these are about $89. And it's a 10-inch drum, has 11 notes, says key of C. It doesn't say C minor or major or whatnot, so I'm assuming it's C major. And it says it's made of a titanium alloy. Now I can tell you it is very light. It is very, very light compared to like the vibe drums and some of the actual propane tank drums. This is very light. So this would be excellent to transport. Not much weight at all, and the bag does make it very transportable. Let me get the rest of these accessories open here and we will take a look at those. Okay, I've got the accessories unwrapped and we've got 2 mallets in there, and these actually look like pretty nice mallets. They've got a rubber end and a heavy wood stick. They don't flex at all. They look quite beefy. And then this appears to be a mallet stand, so when you're setting them there, you can kind of set them in this so that they don't roll away. At least that's what I believe it is. Didn't come with any instructions, but so we've got those. Additionally, in the accessory pack, we've got these here, which are, they call these finger picks, but they're a little like basically thing you can slide on your finger and then you can hit it, and it's supposed to give more of a mallet sound but still allow you to have the techniques of your fingers. And looks like it came with 7 of those. 7's kind of an odd number. Like you'd think it would come with 5 or 6, but hey, it came with 7. So I'll put those to the side. And then we have this music book here, which it has what appears to be some kind of tablature in here, where it's got the numbers. So that's why we have the numbers on the actual notes on the drum, is they'll show like a song and what number you hit to play that song. So I might have to try that. Most of these songs I'm not super familiar with, so I don't know, some of them might be European or Asian folk songs or what have you, I'm not sure. But, you know, kind of a neat little thing that they throw in there. And then the other thing, there was this set of stickers here. Now this looks like they're the same stickers that are already on the drum. So maybe they just give you another set in case those come off. But so it's got that, and that is the extent of the accessories. This here, let me set these down for a second. This here strap goes on there. I don't have it zipped right now, so I'm gonna be a little careful, but that just allows you to take this. Now, this bag is really quite nice for transporting. Again, it's not super padded, it's got a little bit of padding. So it will protect the drum from like scratches and dings and whatnot, but if you were to really drop it, it's probably not gonna give that much protection. But it is a nice little bag. I really like the aesthetic of it, and it's real easy to sling over your shoulder with this strap. So it makes it real easy to carry. It also has a carry handle here if you'd rather just carry it. So this is actually a really nice little bag. Let's get on to the drum here. Now, as I mentioned before, Aklot says this is made of a titanium alloy, and it is very light. It is very, very light. I also noticed, and I'll do some more playing of it later, but I don't know if you can hear that or not, but it takes, there we go, very little pressure to activate this drum. The metal is relatively thin, and you can just tap it and it activates the note. So it's very simple to play. So if this is your first tongue drum, this would probably be a good one to start with, simply because it's pretty easy to get sound out of it. You can obviously play with your fingers or the mallets or the little finger picks. I'll try all three as we go on here. Okay, and now if we flip it over, on the bottom you see it's got three little rubber feet, which that's actually kind of a nice touch, because with a typical steel tongue drum, if you set it on a table and try to play it, it's just gonna rattle and kind of start moving around and stuff. And this actually, you can set on a flat surface and play it. So that is kind of a nice little extra, especially if you're using it in like something like a, I don't know, a massage therapy clinic or something like that, where you wanted it to sit around as more of a decoration, as well as being able to be used for music. That would actually be a nice little thing. On the back, it has this little plug here, this little like kind of rubber cap, and that comes right off. Nothing special there. And you can see the inside of the drum, and again, nothing special there. It's just unfinished metal. But the reason I'm pointing that out is if you wanted to electrify this and make it real easy to, you could put a jack in there, and you could put a pickup in there, and you could either put a jack in here, so that'd be coming out the bottom, but you could probably easily drill through, and it would give you a way to fish that jack through and get it in there. So if you wanted to make this into an electric tongue drum, this would be a good candidate for that, just because it's so accessible with that cap on the bottom. But this is key of C, and as you can see all the numbers there, the lowest note's in the middle, and that is labeled 5. Now I haven't put it on the tuner yet to figure out if that's the root or what. I'm assuming that it corresponds to the 5 in the music book here. Again, I haven't tried it yet, but that's probably why they do that. And if you don't like those, looks like those could pretty easily come off if you're not a fan of the numbers, because as I was trying to figure this out, I almost took one of them off, right? So anyway, it actually looks like a pretty decent drum for the price. Let's see what this thing sounds like. Okay, so these instruments, these tongue drums, tend to have a very like sort of nature-like feel to me, so I'd love to play them outside. So let's start with the mallets here and do a sound clip with those. Okay, so guys, playing it now, there's one thing that I realized. These notes actually appear to be the note of the scale. So this 1 appears to be the root, the 3 appeers to be the third of the chord, the 5, the dominant, and so on. So that actually does help you play it. These numbers actually are pretty useful because, for instance, if you want to play a 5th, you just would hit these two. That'd be an inverted 5th, or if you wanted to play a natural 5th, you play these two. So it actually does help if you have any sort of musical background to kind of give you a reference. So that's actually kind of a nice little touch that they threw in there. So I went ahead and tried these here, finger picks that they include, and these are not for me. I really did not like the feel of them. It's the same sort of technique that you would use in playing with your fingers, but I thought that they really kind of, they changed the feel of it, and I didn't like it as much. One of the nice things about playing with your finger is you're touching the drum, so you seem to have that connection with it, and it took that away. So I'll just go ahead and play it with my fingers as is, but that might work for you.